This channel is called Consciousness, but I'm gonna call our player Con because consciousness is a mouthful, much like your mother. But the channel's description describes itself as an alpha Minecraft uploads channel, despite the fact that it only has one upload aside for the live streams, and majority of which don't even go public after they happen. So I turned on post notifications and watched the singular posted video in the meantime. It begins with Con messaging on a sign. An interesting comment, but as someone who started their YouTube channel before I had parental permission to, I could relate. As the video continued, it showed what appeared to be the start of a new world, where Con is doing all of the typical starting activities, mining wood, making tools, going into caves. It's odd, Con appears to be incredibly opposed to entering any caves or underground areas at all. This could perhaps be because Con is a young child and is scared of those areas, or perhaps Con is partaking in a Minecraft but I can't touch the color gray challenge. Either is possible. Con starts to mine out trees and even begins construction of a house. And the area around that house is very recognizably the same area that we saw in that live stream, except this time with many more trees than we see prior. We see Con place down a sign and type "first home." But then they delete it and say, "look closely," and then deletes that. The video then ends soon after. Here's what I had gathered so far. This was most likely a child due to the flower gardens and the seemingly being afraid of the dark. They are only given around 30 minutes a day to play Minecraft, and they're not supposed to record it, but they are doing so secretly. But what really confused me was the text, "look closely." I felt there was something here I was missing, and with nothing but time until the next live stream, I decided to recreate parts of the player's base the best I could on a different world, hoping it would potentially reveal something. Jesus, all I'm learning is this guy definitely builds like it's 2010, that's for sure. I also can't express how hard it is to build these off of like random frames from the live stream. Like, this is like my old build tutorials, just way too fast, and it's hard to see what the hell I'm supposed to be building. I know this probably seems unnecessary for me to be building all of this, but you'd be wrong, because as I was going through my recording of the live stream, I caught a glimpse of something I hadn't noticed before. It was a sign, and I really only had 3 frames to go off of, but across these 3 frames, I'm pretty sure it said one word: trapped. Something bad was happening here. I just couldn't pinpoint any specifics or any concrete evidence as to what, but this sign alone confirmed my gut feeling that something was wrong, and if I didn't do anything about it, I wasn't sure anyone else would. I wouldn't get any more answers until the next day when I saw the channel go live again. It picked up exactly where it had left off, with Con stuck in a hole and appearing to just look around for a way out. They see a 2x1 tunnel and decide to enter it facing backwards in order to keep looking at what limited light the hole offered them. However, the light is quickly lost, which makes Con run back to the hole and build out the manual way. Interestingly enough, Con doesn't go back to their base, and nor do they continue in the direction they were heading in the last stream. Con heads to a house in a completely different region we haven't seen before. On their way, Con finds what seems to be like a glitched dungeon and loots it. But this house is what fascinates me. It's built for seemingly no reason, only surrounded by a singular tree stump. They enter the house and take a long look at this random staircase leading down. Con stares at this hole for, I'm not kidding, 12 minutes, which was quite painstaking to sit through live. Oh my God. They do eventually come back and place a bucket that they had gotten from that dungeon in the chest upstairs, and then head to a room, take a pause, head back to the bucket quietly, and then leave the house. Now, this would be weird in and of itself, right? But then Con does it 10 more times for the remainder of the live stream, just over and over and over again, and it's only until that last run does the stream cut off once again at 30 minutes on the dot.